Well, it has almost been 2 years exactly since the first VPX Essential Tables List Visual Virtual Digital Pinball Guide video was posted, and with over 65,000 views between the original video and updates, as of right now, this series has reached a lot of viewers, generated great feedback and suggestions from both the YouTube community and the visual pinball community alike, and as you will see tonight has literally come full circle. The long overdue update number 4 has quite a few tables, and a few new categories, so we are going to have to blast through it to keep the video a reasonable length, but to prove just how truly full circle this series has come, I wanted to start the video by mirror mashing up the past and the present together, so check this out. Starting with Fishtails, the Pinball 58 version of Fishtails is by far the best digital version of this table. Until now. Enjoy a bedazzling day on the lake with this amazing super table tune-up which burst onto the scene in February 2024. V-Pin Workshop's Fishtails Williams 1992 VPW version 1.0, a project that had been kicking around in the background for around 3 years, finally came to completion, replacing Pinball 58's 10.6 version as the new top version of this table on this list. The VLM on this table is crazy, and the reflections seem to have reflections, pushing the limits beyond realism into an iconic hyper-realistic style that is now distinctive as VPW. Get it? This was my first VPX table and I have grown to love it. If you like Fishtails, you may also like Whitewater. And here we go again. How cool was that? And wow, isn't Whitewater such an amazing table? December 2023 marked the return of Bigfoot with the release of Whitewater Williams 1993 V.1.2. This newly modified Whitewater release by Flupper, Robbie Kingpin and team officially joins the list in update number 4. This Williams classic has always been a fun and wild raft ride, with great rules and gameplay, that has crossed many digital platforms, and I am happy to boast that this table is easily the best digital version of this game. And if you like great digital pinball, then you may also like Maiden. Vault Edition Stern 2010 VPW version 1.0 by V-Pin Workshop invites you to explore Eddie's world beneath glass. Another suggestion from Pinstrat's Dan, this behemoth star table in real life by Keith Elwin and team, has been beautifully recreated in the VPX space, and a welcome addition to the Essential Tables list in update number 4. To get the true legacy of the Beast experience, you will want the real soundtrack to this table which, for demonstration purposes, is not playing in this video. And sticking with that metal theme, our next entrant is Iron Man Vault Edition Stern 2010 VPW version 1.0. As many of you know, I avoided this John Borg juggernaut in real life and VPX for many years, until I played Siggy and Borg's mod of the Frenetic Amnesic table, when I became hooked. Then VPW released this, their first Blender Toolkit table, in November 2022, and I knew it was destined for the list. If you are up for an action-packed battle, fire up this table right away. Borg's wide-body Paragon Bally 1979 snatches an early solid-state position in this update, featuring artwork by Paul Ferris of Centaur fame. This frustratingly fantastic Greg Kamik machine was the first to have dropped targets placed back-to-back in a straight line, which can be seen in the quotation marks, Valley of Demons, aka the multiplier lane. Enter a lion-headed griffin-filled fantasy world, and prepare for brutality and bloodshed for all, because this table isn't for the tame of heart. And congrats to Verson77 for the beautiful upgrade on 32 Assassin Star Trek 25th Anniversary Data East 1991. From playfield to ramps, bumper caps, art on the rear wall plastics and much more, this is quite the transformation, and this replaces the biggest one mod as the top version of this table on the list. As can be seen in this side-by-side comparison, this graphical and physical update by Verson77 went above and beyond, and truly impressed me. Check this one out now. I play this table in real life often, you have to trust me. Cirqus Voltaire Bally 1997 VPW mod version 1.1 takes the next spot. V-Pin Workshop's table tune-up of the K-Nor, Clark Kent, Rander, and Dark version replaces this top table as the next evolution of the Ring Master Cirqus. This strange and mysterious John Papadiak masterpiece features a super unique layout, a pop-up boom bumper, the caged menagerie ball, the infamous Ringmaster toy, and so much more, and the VPW team has absolutely given this table the care and love it deserves. Give it a go. Building onto 32 Assassins, Ganja Farmers and Flupper 1's original versions, Choki's second table on the Essential Tables list is the Getaway. High Speed 2. Williams 1992. Mod _ 1.0. This Steve Ritchie classic was speeding away fast, but I finally caught up to it. Drive 65 and stay alive, or burn rubber and shift gears if you want to empty out Donut Heaven. She's fast and she's a beaut. Enjoy! A quick intermission. For those of you who are new to the Essential Tables list, the quickest way to be fully caught up is to complete the video which you are watching now, and then these 2 videos, to be current. I always recommend that you watch the series backwards if you are going to watch all episodes to avoid downloading the same table over and over again as it has been updated. And our first new category in Update 4 is EM Pinball Tables, as requested in the comments of these videos. There will be more in the future, but I am just going to start you out with 2 tables and they are both old, awesome, and hard as hell. So hang on to your hats. Starting with Capersville, Valley 1966, by Cirqus. As some of you know, Cirqus is one of my favorite VPX artists, but this is his first table on the list. And what better table than the early EM that has it all? Featuring boards Blender renders, this obnoxiously beautiful replication of Ted Zale's, arguably way ahead of its time, mid-60s banger features everything except a classic wiggle ramp, wink wink, and the kitchen sink. Zipper flippers, multi-ball, and saucer captures with mushroom bumper release. This old bird is slammin', and I am very likely to do a full VPX review of this table sometime in the future. And our second EM table on this update is Heatwave, Williams 1964, by Board, with scripting in B2S by Cirqus. Blow your top. Trying to blow your top in this rare and challenging Williams, add a ball, pinball table. Stunningly beautiful and artistically moody, like the previous inductee, this VPX is more likely to boil your blood than melt your ice cream, but it is so cool and you can add a ball at any time in the game, if those poppers are lit and you want to rattle your score into the hundreds, or even thousands of points. More EM's next update. Continuing on, Transformers Pro, Stern 2011, version 2.0 with VR Room, is our next updated version on the list. Robbie Kingpin and team's continuing update of the GTX Joe, Frenetic Amnesic, JP Solace, Haunt Freaks, Uncle Polly's VR Room and SG-1BSON's Long Lineage Transformers VPX table, features N-Fozzy, Rothbauer W Physics, Fleep Sound and VPW Dynamic Ball Shadows. With other supportive improvements suggested by cooperative input, this table gets better with every artist that touches it. Check it out. Harlem Globetrotters, Valley 1979, version 1.14 macabre_mod scores the next early solid-state spot in update number 4. Another beautifully updated classic JP Solace table, and 3 Flipper Frustrator from Greg Kamik, makes it to the list. This unforgiving competition classic plays fast and furiously, just like the Globetrotters themselves, with many tricks up its sleeve, most commonly the lower left flipper drain while unconsciously trying to gain ball control with no backstop for the ball. And speaking of sports tables, our next addition to the list is World Cup Soccer Valley 1994 by K. Knorr and Clark Kent version 1.4. This table was featured in my What Am I Playing Now number 2 video, and has now migrated to the Essential Tables list. Another John Papadiuk design, this table transcends the sport of soccer, although it doesn't stray from it, and can be enjoyed by any pinball fan whether they are a sports fan or not. This high-scoring, very arcadey style pin is quite fun and addictive and features lots of cool theme integration, from the spinning soccer ball disruptor and the goalie, to free kicks and goals. It's awesome. And speaking of K. Knorr and Clark Kent, our next, engaging, update is Star Trek The Next Generation Williams 1993 VPW Mod version 1.1 table tune-up replacing the loaded weapon upgrade. This Steve Ritchie WMS Super Pin still packs a punch, offering an entertaining mix of objective gameplay, challenging shots, well-themed and thoughtful callouts in art, 2 to 6 ball multi-ball modes, and all of the magnificent Star Trek nerdiness you can swallow. If you don't have it, get it now. Our last new category in Update 4 as requested, is original tables, with reskins, morphs, and true originals all eligible in the future. The same as the new EM category, we are going to start with 2 true originals, with hopefully more to come, and it only stands to reason that we start with the Cosmic Egg. JP's Wrath of Olympus version 4.3 has been featured multiple times on this channel's videos, and I recommend that you check out the full review on this table for more information. This legendary original table by J.P. Solis and Scott Gullix is the first pinball table to be fully designed in VPin main and then turned into a real pinball table.
Is now open.
And Blood Machines 2.0 by VPin Workshop, also featured elsewhere on this channel, in the VPX original showcase episode number 1, takes the second spot. This sci-fi behemoth features a well-flowing and planned, original table layout, and immersive art and music that sucks you into the game near immediately. In my opinion, the release of this table shocked and won over purists, and proved that the true future direction of digital pinball is original games, not copies of other people's work. And if you like true originals, you may also want to check out Vulcan Steel and Metal by One Box. This truly original and interestingly themed steampunk table hit the scene in 2023, which was a year that was flooded by, quotation marks, original tables, which were really just reskins and rethemes of other people's, often unaccredited, tables. More originals to come. Next update. 4 tables left for update number 4, so let's keep it moving. VPW's Total Nuclear Annihilation, Spooky 2017, VPW version 2.3 joins the list. Over 2 years in the works, this VPW collaboration, including the real-life pinball creator Scott Danesi himself, strived to create a virtual version of this game as close to the real table as possible, and it was achieved. And she's a tough one, so be prepared.
3 more.
Our second last early solid-state spot goes to Board's Meteor, Stern 1979. Although there has been an uptick in popularity/trend towards Stern stars in the pinball community lately, I really think that the table they're looking for is Stargazer, and ultimately it is Meteor that is at the end of that rainbow. I only play this table for its realistic movie sound effects, laugh out loud, and to rip that spinner. If Stern Stars is more your bag, Board has a great one of those also. And our last early solid state for this update, and second last table is Fathom Valley 1981 with VR Room version 2.0.1 by Uncle Polly. More evidence that the ETL is not just a favorites list, as many of you know from my What Am I Playing Now series. Uncle Polly is by far one of my top favorite artists of all time, and this is his first table on the list. This high-in-demand, early solid-state machine features speech, 15 drop targets, both inline and in banks, kick-out capture multi-balls, and a well-positioned toothy fish spinner. The playfield art is gorgeous and everything Uncle Polly touches is awesome, so this was bound to be a winner. Get it? And our last table tonight on Update 4 is Cyclone, Williams 1988, 2.1 VPX08 by Robbie Kingpin. I literally delayed the release of this update waiting for this table to come out because I knew it was going to be great, and I fell in love with real-life pinball, playing a beat-up and broken Cyclone machine at my local arcade. This update by Robbie Kingpin and team does not disappoint, it was well worth the wait. The wow factor playing this table is somewhat unexplainable. As a fan of the table, it is an amazing gem to the community. Bravo and welcome to the list. And that is it for update number 4. Thanks always for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Vote Bad Cats yes, or Bad Cats no, in the comments, as it is under consideration for update number 5. Cheers, DT out.